Hi there, my name's Peter Murray, and on behalf of Xvive, I'd like to tell you about the U3 microphone wireless system. The U3 is a compact plug-and-play system that turns any microphone into a wireless microphone. The U3 is for dynamic microphones, and the U3C is for condenser microphones. Since most live vocal microphones are dynamic, the U3 is the most commonly used of these two models. But if your microphone or audio source requires phantom power, you will need the U3C. The U3 system features high-fidelity 24-bit 48 kHz digital audio, a broad frequency response, wide dynamic range, high signal-to-noise ratio, and low harmonic distortion. The signal is extremely stable and broadcasts on the 2.4 GHz wireless band at a range of 90 feet or 27.5 meters. There's only 5 milliseconds of latency, which means you won't hear any delay between your voice and the sound of your voice coming through the speakers or headphones. To use the U3 system, first plug the microphone into the transmitter, plug the receiver into a mixing board or recording interface, and turn both units on. When using a microphone, set the transmitter to mic. Set both the transmitter and the receiver to the same channel. When the units are successfully paired, the green LED on the receiver will illuminate. That's all you need to do to get up and running. If you ever accidentally plug the U3 receiver into a mixer with the phantom power enabled, don't worry about damaging the receiver because it has an onboard protection circuit. When you're using the U3 system to send a signal from a mixer or other audio source, set the switch on the transmitter to line. For example, if you're connecting wirelessly between a mixing console and a powered speaker or PA cabinet, this will give your audio signal more dynamics. Since the U3C model supplies phantom power, it has a switch for choosing between 12 volts and 48 volts. Most 48-volt condenser microphones will operate fine on 12 volts, and you won't damage the microphone by running it on 12 volts. If there is no noticeable reduction of sound quality, then running on 12 volts will allow your UC3 battery to last longer. Remember to connect the U3C transmitter to the microphone before turning it on. Although the most common application for the U3 is to run a vocal microphone wirelessly to a PA, there's a lot more you can do with this system. The U3 is not just for singers and rappers. Anyone who connects with an audience using their voice can benefit from wireless freedom. Public speakers, DJs, event hosts, preachers, politicians, comedians, auctioneers, and product demonstrators are just a few examples. Being able to move freely with the microphone allows you to better connect with the crowd. For smaller speaking engagements, you can use a small powered monitor instead of a PA system. And in these cases, you can plug the U3 receiver directly into the monitor. You can also use one U3 transmitter to send a signal to more than one receiver, as long as they are all set to the same channel. For example, one microphone can send to 2 or 3 powered monitors. Harmonica players can go wireless with their harmonica microphone and connect their receiver to an amplifier. If you're using the U3 in a live situation and you want to position the receiver in a central location on stage to maximize the wireless range of the singer, you can plug the receiver into a snake or even into the end of an XLR cable. Reducing the distance between the transmitter and the receiver and removing obstructions between them will result in a connection that's more reliable. Players of wind instruments, stringed instruments, or accordions can connect the U3 to their clip-on microphone to go wireless. Just make sure to choose the U3C if your microphone requires phantom power. If you really want to keep your stage or studio uncluttered, you can even use the U3 system when miking up amplifiers. Run wirelessly from any type of XLR output, for example from an amplifier, DI box, effect processor, or preamp. Any XLR cable in a live sound system can be replaced with U3 wireless. This is especially handy between the front of house mixing console and the powered mains, because it means you don't have to run cables all the way through or around a crowded venue full of people. You can also use U3 between powered mains or between powered monitors, or both. Just remember, if you're using more than one U3 system at the same time, to set them to different channels. The U3 transmitter and receiver both run on an internal rechargeable lithium-ion battery. You can recharge both units at the same time using the supplied dual USB charging cable and any 5-volt USB power supply. It takes between 1.5 and 2.5 hours to fully charge the units, depending on the current of the charger you're using. That will get you 5 hours of use, or between 3 and 7 hours if you're using the U3C. You can also partially charge the units if you don't have time for a full charge, and you can use the receiver while plugged into power. For more information about the U3 and the U3C, please visit xviveaudio.com. You can purchase these systems at any Xvive dealer or online retailer worldwide. Thanks for watching.